just sat here just testing this mic at the moment, and just gonna have a quick chat to you guys to reference how good the R1250 GSA 2021 is. So I've had this bike now just over 3 years. I'm absolutely mega impressed with this. The only problem really that I think that this had was the sat-nav, the Nav 6 navigator. That really wasn't a good piece of kit that they'd brought into it. So I'm quite happy that they moved over to the Rider Connect navigator, which is a lot better. I've had mine now about 18 months. I've not had an issue with it. The only thing that I will say with the navigator is that you do need to keep on top of it. You've got to keep on top of it with the updates. Keep logging into it, keep putting routes on it and stuff like that, because once you forget, like I did a couple of weeks ago, you have to go back and watch a video that I'd previously done to remind myself how I did it. So yeah, just have a little think about that and just keep up to date with it really. But as a bike goes, yeah, it's only 3 years old, but I've done 40,000 miles on this bike, so I've actually spent a lot of time on the bike in 3 years. I'm averaging just over 1,000 miles a month on this bike. At the moment, it's not going out that often at the moment, as unfortunately the new job I'm in isn't allowing it, but that scenario I was going to change. That scenario I was going to change pretty quick, because I am happy in this new role and in the new job. So that's going to be moving. That's going to be moving on pretty quick, hopefully. So it's going to go back to at least a video a week at the moment. I'm having to kind of do 2 or 3 videos out of one, which I've never usually done. I've usually tried to just do 1 video. If I've been out for a day, then I'll make a video that day, rather than try and split it into the video for the day and then probably the highlights and a 2 or 3 minute video of just the nice views and stuff like that. So yeah, once I've got a new role, which I'm actually looking at the moment, and I've actually applied for 3. So hopefully I'll get one of them, and that'll be absolutely brilliant. But the R1250, I'm mega impressed with what this bike can do. She does amazing on the roads, amazing off-road if you can actually ride it off-road. Unlike me, I just keep falling off it. But I think if you've got the skill set and the level where you can actually ride it off-road at a high level, then you probably will find a better bike, if I'm being brutally honest. If you look at people like Adam Riemann and stuff like that, he can take any bike and absolutely ride that bike to the limit. Most, I'd say 99% of the bikes he can ride to the limit of the bike. So what would I change? I actually wouldn't change anything on the bike. Nothing whatsoever. The only thing that I wish I hadn't bought would have been the hard panniers, because I've just barely used them. I think in 3 years I've probably used them 10 times in 3 years. I wish I'd have just gone for a soft luggage option straight off the bat. But I actually quite liked at the time the aluminium panniers, but I'm actually going to get rid of them now and go for a more soft option, the soft luggage option, because I just feel like that's better for me at the moment. So yeah, that's apart from the luggage, that's the only thing that I'd change with buying a bike now. If I looked at the bike or changing the bike now, I don't think I'd go for the GSA. I think I'd go for the GS, but not the 1300. So if I was buying the 1300, then I'd go for the GSA, because what I've been told is it's night and day. I don't know why. It's supposed to be the same engine, but it's supposed to be night and day. So for me, I would go for the GSA on that side. But for the 1250, I think most people, the GS is sound. There's no difference. I bought the GSA because I was looking at doing some big mileage, some big trips, which I did do, and I'm still going to be doing soon. So that for me wasn't a necessity, but I just wanted to know that I've got spare fuel in the tank when we're stopping. At the time, it was costing me about 35 quid to fill up when I went to Austria, and obviously that was lasting me a day, so it's very, very economical. You can get about 350 miles on that, depending on how you ride it and what luggage you've got on it, obviously, and what weight and all the rest of it. But you know, a 30-litre tank is pretty good. So what I did is I actually bought an extra 2 5-litre fuel cans, which I put on the back, and at that point then this turned into a 40-litre bike. So when I did the Scottish Little Soldiers run, I actually did I actually did nearly 750 mile in one day, complete. I actually went from Glasgow all along the west coast of Ireland to the northwest tip, and then across the north coast of Ireland to the northeast tip, which is John O'Groats. I think it was 803 mile that day was, and I'd basically done about 750 with a full tank of fuel and the extra 10 litres. And that was just riding really, really economical at some stages. Yeah, at other stages I was absolutely thrashing it, but at some stages I was riding and it was the mileage just wasn't going down at all, and I was just like, this can't be right. But I'm really impressed with it. I'm actually going to keep the big girl now. I was actually thinking about getting rid of her, but I wouldn't probably get, for my money, the same spec of bike than what I've got here. I still look at this bike and can't believe that it's actually my bike, if I'm being brutally honest. I just think it's fantastic. It's a good looking, all round nice bike. So I'm going to leave it there. So if you can all, as usual, stay safe, keep your family safe, and all do me one thing, which is smile. Thank you very much, you muckers. And until the next time, that's me, the Peaky Biker, out. I'll see you all soon, and take care. See you soon, muckers.